If you've been looking for the perfect beachfront property here in Ocean City, New Jersey, I'm going to dive into the data of what happened on the beachfront over the past 3 months so that you can get a sense of what to expect going forward. Let's check it out. Compared to the last few years, we have seen minimal beachfront activity. Now, that's not to say there are no beachfront properties available. There are a few, but not too many. But the bigger part is that there are not too many that are priced appropriately based on what they are and their condition. So over the past 3 months, we've honestly only had one property go under contract and 3 close in the month of December and another 2 close in the month of November. So all things considered, very, very slow. And if you want to go back and look historically, however, November and December are usually the low months. So should we anticipate that we see more homes going under contract over the coming months? It's certainly possible. But again, if we look here at the total inventory of our condo and townhouses. Now, again, we have not seen a single family beachfront home on the market for quite some time, and that seems to be likely to continue going forward. Most owners on the beachfront simply don't want to give up those lovely locations. So we've had a very stable supply of beachfront condos over the past 7 months where they really haven't fluctuated much. Now, if we want to take a look at some of these statistics, we are starting to see the month's supply of inventory and how long it would take us to sell all of the actively listed beachfront homes if no more hit the market. And it would take about 6 months. And 6 months is our stable, neutral market where it is not seller friendly, it is not buyer friendly, it is even playing field. So we have seen an increase because, again, over the past several months, there hasn't been a lot of demand. There haven't been many going under contract, and the supply has stayed the same. So we're still lower than we were in the past on supply. And as you can see down here below, this is the other thing that I think really plays a big part on the beachfront with these more expensive properties is your median sale to list price ratio. Basically, what percent off can you expect from the asking price for a property to ultimately sell? So there were a couple months, really just one here where it was 100%. One property went for the asking price, but we want to look at the trend line, right? And the trend here is that it is increasing. So basically, as fewer properties have been available, buyers are more likely to pay closer to the asking price to secure the good ones. Now, there are a very small sample size, right, that we're dealing with here. So it could swing variously in a different direction depending on the individual property. But all things considered, you basically don't and should not expect to have to pay asking price on these beachfront homes. There should be some negotiating room, whether that's 1%, 5%, it depends on the property's location and condition more than anything. And one thing to note specifically about the beachfront market, because of the rarity of a good quality property that is not too old in a good location, is well furnished and in good condition, they barely come up. So ultimately, sellers and realtors alike are pricing these homes at a premium. And whether one buyer wants to pay that premium or not is ultimately the market's decision, right? The market dictates the price, not me, not any other agent, and not the owner or seller of the property. So you need to be mentally prepared. And I tell my beachfront buyers this: if you want a beachfront property, you have to be prepared to pay a premium above what you feel is a fair price. And honestly, what the market dictates is a fair price, because it only takes one person to be willing to pay that price for that particular property. That's the same that goes for everywhere. But ultimately, if you're looking for a 3-bed, 2-bath, second floor of a duplex somewhere in the Gold Coast, there's going to be plenty of options over a year's span. If you're looking for a 4-bed, 2-bath, first or second floor, right, of a beachfront property in a particular location, there's not a lot to go around. And given that most owners hold on to these for 7 to 10 plus years, these are treated as generational properties. So ultimately, you need to hone in on a location and really get detailed about what it is that you're looking for, so that when the opportunity comes, you are prepared to jump and pay a price that honestly is probably not going to feel good at the time, but over time, you're going to look back and be thrilled that you took the jump, you were decisive, and you secured that piece of property for your family's future. That is it for this quarter's beachfront update. There wasn't a lot of activity to go through, unfortunately. Otherwise, I would have had more for you. But if you have any questions, you can drop them right down below in the comments. You can reach out to me any of the ways you see below if you are looking for something on the beachfront, or anywhere else in town, I am more than happy to help. Speed is everything in this market, and it is my full-time job to be your boots on the ground and to act quickly with urgency, but not with pressure. And that is a delicate balance that I have been told I am good at striking. So if you are looking for some help, I'm here for you. Thanks as always for hanging out with me, and I will see you on the next video.